was just one video showing 3 people in a line, and then the rest were probably not more than 500. That was what I saw in the video. Although in the results they said there were 5,000. Just, these guys are so dishonest.
I say, Ned Nwoko de cry for Regina say wanted Regina back. If you bite the finger where the finger you, she won't take do transfer. You know that time they talk say Regina na small girl and the money, na the man money she come from. We don't know say na Regina say they even give her money. When the mama talk am, we don't know. We don't understand. Now the thing don't they play. If they play, they show, they see am. If you bite the finger where the finger you, how they won't take do transfer. Now Senator don't bite the finger where the finger am. Who go come make her win the election again? No.
You see, women are one of the most powerful creatures on this earth. And whenever a woman speaks, try and listen, because if you don't listen, you are doomed. My people, now this election matter don't happen, and I'm looking at one old video like Regina Daniels video talk through. Let's watch the video together.
A crown. You wanted somebody with high staff so they can boost your falling star. You wanted a high star to boost your falling star. I swallowed it. I kept quiet. I was covering you. Now you said you have the same way you went up, you will come down. Yes. If you think you can bite the finger that fed you, you will go down. People are saying money. Which money? Which money? Because I'm covering you. Regina will come out by Odogu. You are making it to feel like feel funky. When you're going for election, how much did Regina give to you?
50K.
How much did Regina give to you? $50,000.
$50,000.
That's what the contract and gave to you to support the election. Then the people are saying that is it choice? And the one I supported you with all my resources right inside your election. You are mad. Because people are saying no because of they go digger. What digger because I cover your shame? Go and see Ned Nwoko students if they are looking like billionaire students. Have you not seen it?
Mom, we have seen it too.
Oh, when I remember saying Ned Nwoko, Regina Daniels' ex-husband, I've been a Regina Daniels' husband. I don't know. That politician, businessman, EPA, senator, everything joined together, contested for APC primary ticket representing Delta North, senatorial district or whatever. For my people, as the matter can be, power use power, wipe ground. When power pass power, the lesser one go power. No be so. Hand touch Ned Nwoko. Hand touch her. Hand touch government property. When hand touch government property, that person go for. You get? We got the year saying only 3 votes. 3, not 5, not 6, not 7. I can't ask myself, say, women. You know, say Regina Daniels mama talk am. Say this girl borrow 50,000 just to support the election. I think na whining. Now I can't understand everything with the soup. As Nigerians would say, actually, me and my shadow feed nearly gather that number. Now, explanation headquarters don't open. Complaints don't full everywhere. Lamentation ministry don't open operation. Now, you say he was cheated according to EPA or according to Papa Ned Nwoko. He said they cheated. He said they switched the votes. Then how you when them do? He said that they promised a free ticket. He said that the former APC leadership allegedly promised him ticket for life, ticket for eternity. Even as he go heaven or he go hell, he go still give him the ticket, he go still be senator for heaven or hell. When I can't hear this ticket for life, I can't say politics no be family inheritance. So what do you feel say politics? Politics is a dirty game, man. Politics no be Netflix subscription where you go renew automatically. Eh? Which one be ticket again? Ticket for life. Hey, milk. But now, as you all can see, new leadership don't enter. No be cho. New chairman don't show. New calculations. They no time to waste time. I can't talk for my mind. I said the God of Regina is fighting for her. The God of Regina is fighting for her. New alliance don't show. New promises, they don't switch mouths. Women get power. Anybody wey no value im wife, wey no dey respect im wife, you expect to make your life dey straight for you. Your life go dey mago. Your life will be crooked because you are not even taking care of your own family. Shey you look down on Regina, say Regina no be anything to him. Everybody dey support am, say na because of money. Say how this small girl go give this rich man now una don see am. As Regina comot for im life just turn upside down. Omo, people, welcome to Nigeria politics. Today you feel be insider. Tomorrow you will be outsider. Nigerian politics is not promise. If you do anyhow, you see anyhow. As they play, they show. You feel the ask, waiting happen, they no send your papa. Now person will get money pass, now they support. Now person will get hierarchy pass, now they support. Now person will be say if they put that they gain a lot, now they support. See, promises no the politics, so politics beat promises. Who promise waiting the promise with where we the masses, you know how many things they don't promise us for this Nigeria, how many things they don't do. You know how many land, how many good country, good road they don't promise us. Then are you? See, that's reality that people don't want to understand. Politics is a dirty game. Anyways, before I continue, I want me to watch the video when they complain, they lament, they cry to their forefathers. I mean, watch the video.
A word where the assistant, major assistant, known to everybody that they work with the governor, former commissioners and those of them, they're from that particular village, next to the governor's village. And there's just one video showing 3 people in a line, and then the rest that were probably not more than 500. That was what I saw in the video. Although in the results they said there were 5,000. Just, these guys are so dishonest. They are just simply dishonest. They have no qualms.
Well, I think with all due respect, and I'm not discounting your own assessment.
No, the point.
But I think it's important,
Charles, let me make this point
to wait for the final determination before
Charles,
you allege that someone
but I know
is
them.
dishonest.
I know them.
Because
these are characters that we know.
Yeah, but the APC returning officer announced him as the winner.
Let me tell you, these are people appointed by the governor. The so-called returning officer was appointed by the government.
Well, you accepted the
no, I didn't. I didn't.
Did you query the person?
I actually wanted to see them. I was told that they were kept in the government house, and nobody. I was not allowed to see them. I went there, and so they were. It wasn't as if.
So your effective argument, or you're effectively arguing that the process was manipulated.
Oh, it was from day one.
That it was manipulated or bypassed.
Manipulated. It's something that they conspired for this result, for what they saw or what they produced.
So who are you alleging conspired?
No, who else would have done it?
I mean, you're mentioning
the state government. The state government.
So the incumbent governor is in cahoots
of course,
with Governor Ifeanyi. That's your allegation.
Of course, yes.
Right.
He is the Ifeanyi's stooge. We all know that.
So you are arguing. It may sound like I'm repeating things, but we want to be ineluctably
just allow me
clear.
to state something.
Yeah.
The video that you saw where Ifeanyi Kowa was announced as the winner, just one video from one word out of 98 words. Maybe they should show us other videos. They must show us the figures.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be too worried. I mean, if I were you, if your point. I mean, you've got the evidence, because your supporters argue that only the APC national structure has the authority to make final declarations.
Yes.
So if the announcement in favor of Mr. Okowa was premature, or as you say, illegitimate, or both, then that should be sorted at the national level, shouldn't it?
Well,
so you're still optimistic.
We're still waiting.
Right.
We're still waiting.
If the party hierarchy at the National Secretariat eventually upholds the declared results against you, will you accept it, or are we heading towards litigation?
I wouldn't.
So you're going to go to court?
I wouldn't, because I have a mandate.
Right.
I have a mandate by the people. I was there, and things were quite okay. And we look. If I've sent in some videos. I don't know whether you've seen them.
I saw some.
And there's a crowd of people, who are jubilating, who are happy to come out to support my choice as the candidate for them. And then some guys who believe in the system just think they can frustrate that or they can stop it. They can't. They can't. So we certainly will be heading towards litigation.
Your camp also alleged intimidation and violence in areas considered your strongholds. How widespread was this, and do you believe it might have altered the outcome?
No. There were just isolated cases, maybe in about 10 wards out of 98.
Not enough to make
No, not at
right.
all.
Nigerian politics, and I'm sure you know this because you're very experienced. Nigerian politics repeatedly sees allegations of coercion during primaries. I mean, why does internal party competition so often become a contest of force rather than persuasion? I mean, is there something in the character of the Nigerian politician?
There is, because you will see somebody like my opponent. He doesn't believe in the people. He believes in a system. He feels that he can put what they call a structure within political circles. He makes sure that this guy is elected as a commissioner, as a House of Assembly member, or as a local government chairman, or the party chairman. So he puts them there, and they control everything with him. You know, he doesn't really relate with the people. And the reverse is the case with me. I relate with the people. I'm not a system person. And so the people are with me, and they will always be with me.
Right, but when you talk about these people who've got these, you're talking about your opponent, basically.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Ifeanyi Okowa.
Or Ifeanyi Okowa and his commissioners, or the governor. The governor and the commissioners,
right.
the House of Assembly members, House of Reps members. You know, they work in a.
So you're a bit of an outsider.
I have always been, and right. I'll always remain. So, you know, as far as I am concerned, these guys work for themselves. They don't really care about the people, you know, in the way things are done.
Right. Well, let me just say, as a matter of journalistic responsibility, that Ifeanyi Okowa and the people that he's alleging have a right of reply. So if they want to reply to some of the things they said, they have a right to come and have that reply. The APC, your party, presents itself as Nigeria's most organized political party. Does this controversy suggest deeper weaknesses in internal democracy? I mean, if aspirants within the ruling party cannot trust primary processes, what message does that send about democratic culture more broadly?
I can talk about my state. You know, I was in PDP. I got elected as a PDP senator.
Before you carpet crossed.
But I realized that my people there, the governor, the Okowa himself, you know, didn't allow me to operate freely. For example, as a senator...
So you wanted to be one of the boys, basically?
For example, I wanted to recommend the appointment of some commissioners or nominate some council chairman to be elected. But I was told, sorry, you can't. You know, it's not for you. Governor told me I couldn't do it. And that I have must defer to Okowa for everything, even including projects that are considered so important for our people. For example, there's this power project they call power plant. I wanted that power plant step down of it to be achieved. It was commissioned in 2005 by Obasanjo, and that power plant produces almost 1,000 plus megawatts. Part of the power supply to Abuja is from Obai. Part of in fact, they supply power to your state, to Enugu state, to Anambra state, Kogi state, coming down to Abuja. But the total darkness in the area. And so as soon as I was elected, I took it up. I said, federal government had agreed that they would do this. And I moved a motion on the floor of the Senate, which was totally supported. But the fact remains that those who were the governor who could have done this, I went to him and I said, this particular step down is so important and it's going to cost X, Y, Z. Can you please do it? Federal governments don't have the money to undertake such projects, but they are willing to partner with the state to do it. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. And then when I was in the House of Reps, I also introduced a dam, a Gwashuku Dam. The dam has been built by the federal government, completely built. All that is left is just to do the water treatment plant. Again, I got in touch with the Minister of Water Resources. He sent me a letter saying that they've done their own part. The rest is for the state to do. The governor wouldn't do it. You know,
and he wouldn't do it because you were not a member of the APC.
No, at that time we're all in PDP.
Right.
But he told me that that's not his priority. They couldn't do it.
Right.
There was also another road project, the coastal road. he wouldn't do it. I'm just telling you why I left
Right.
them at the point that I left them. I didn't leave them because I was criminally, I was wanted for any criminal matters. I have no problem with anybody.
So when you say you left it, you mean you went over to the APC?
I went over to the APC because
Right. So you must have been mortally disappointed when they moved shop and entered the APC.
Precisely. I was there and doing my thing, trying to at least get federal attention
Right.
to do my projects. And suddenly, they came over.
But of course, some would say that Ifeanyi Okowa, who was a former governor, brings enormous political experience and structure. I mean, are you challenging an individual or an entire political machine?
Look, in Delta State, he has his own political structure. I have mine. But the people are my structure. And my allegiance is to the people. Okowa was made a governor by Ibori, as you know. Okowa was...
But he could make the same argument about how you became a senator.
No, but I fought for it myself.
Yeah, but you don't expect him to sit where you're sitting and say that somebody made him governor, that he wasn't voted in by the people.
We know that
he
was made a governor by Chief John Ibori, the same way that Okowa, also made the current governor governor. So the current governor is practically everything that Okowa wants him to do.
Yeah, but
that is the problem.
You're a sitting senator.
Yes.
I mean, you're considered a very powerful, very wealthy man. Is this another case of powerful politicians? I mean, that's the way ordinary Nigerians would see it, fighting over positions while ordinary Nigerians struggle with insecurity and economic hardship. I mean, why should voters care which elite faction wins this battle? You're both members of the political elite. I mean, it doesn't really matter whether you say you identify with the people. That's the way people see you guys.
Well, they came out and must vote for me. It's also an indication of who they want.
Well, that's what you say.
I know, I've sent you all the videos. Perhaps they should also have his own video to show you.
Right.
It's as simple as that.
If your claim is correct and genuine winners can be denied recognition internally within the APC, does that risk creating resentment that weakens the APC ahead of 2027?
That will certainly happen.
Do you think unresolved disputes like this could drive people like yourself who are aggrieved to work against the party?
Well, I'm not going to say I'm going to work against the party or I'm going to work for the party, but I can assure you of this.
Right.
I am relatively... I'm sure that the president will intervene in this matter because he knows...
Your own matter?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Right.
He knows the issues and he's a Democrat. He will certainly look at the issues and look at the processes that threw up the current crisis. He will intervene.
But how much confidence? I mean, why would it require presidential intervention? I mean, you don't trust the structure of the national secretariat to do. I mean, if you submit the right thing and they review it and you've clearly won, I mean, you shouldn't be worried, should you?
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm just telling you that I'm not thinking about working against the party, and I wouldn't do that because of the interest of the party, of the people that make up the party, the masses, and of course, I said because also I am confident that the president will intervene in a matter of this nature.
But if the president says, "Well, no, I trust the party hierarchy, the party, the committees or whatever that have been appointed to examine these things," and I mean that's what people would expect him to do, to trust the systems within the party. And if the party ends up, in other words, if the president calls you and says you need to repose your trust in the system, the system goes against you,
the president knows what's happening in Delta. He knows that the legacy APC members have been shoved aside by the new PDP guys that came into the party. He knows that they control the party. He knows that there are fundamental problems in Delta, and so over time they've been trying to sort it out, but they haven't. Unfortunately, not until we just went into these primaries. There are fundamental problems in Delta.
But it's not just Delta, is it? I mean,
I'm only talking about Delta because that's where I come from.
That's directly relevant to you.
Yeah,
but you're also a senator.
Yeah.
on a federal level. I mean, you bestride Nigerian politics.
Yes,
You can't sort of say that you're not aware of what is happening within the APC.
Look,
It's not just
I know there are similar problems in maybe Bauchi or in Benue, in Ekiti. Well, there are. But I'm sure that the president is looking into them, and it will be resolved. But they wouldn't want people to leave the party.
But this was always what what some political analysts and members of the opposition had talked about, that the APC would start to implode because of the mass of people who were simply defecting to the party. And by that defection, threatening the people who were there all along and working hard to sort of maintain the party structures. And that is what is happening now, isn't it? I mean, would you admit that is, at least to some extent, what is happening?
I can talk about Delta. I keep telling you that I can only talk about Delta. The fact is that the legacy APC members have been shoved aside. And the new guys that came in took over practically everything.
Yeah, but was that the prize that was given to them for them to move into the APC?
Well, it must be, because
well, if you're not aware of it, then you're clearly not a man with an ear to the ground in your own state.
I myself and others were promised that there will be discussions on the new structure of the party. And we believed that there will be some...
Who promised you that?
Oh, come on, the former chairman.
Right.
The former chairman, Elijah Gunduje, who was the national chairman. We had meetings with him and he and other leaders of the party, and we were assured that there will be some sharing formula, power sharing formula. We were even told, for example, that the state ESCO will be dissolved, and that there will be nominations to enable the old AP to get a foothold into the government. But that was never done. It was never done.
Of course, Ganduje is no longer the chair.
Of course, yes. That was the problem. That was the problem. So I certainly was told before I came into the party that there will be an automatic ticket for me. And why would I just live like that without making sure that I have a secure... So
that promise was broken, basically, because it wasn't an automatic ticket. I mean, you had to compete for the ticket.
Yes.
If independent evidence ultimately showed that Ifeanyi Okowa genuinely won fairly, would you concede publicly and ask your supporters to move on?
No.
Because you know that
I was there.
If you
I have the evidence. I have the video. Look, you cannot convince somebody who is innocent to say I am guilty. It's not possible.
Indeed.
It's not possible.
Right.
We won the primary.
So when will you know
in 98 words.
Right.
All that Ifeanyi Okowa did was just to show evidence of one ward where there was...
So you won all the wards?
No, I couldn't have won his ward. That would be foolhardy of me to think I would win his ward. Because
you won the majority of them.
Of course, yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So when are you likely to know what the decision is about this?
I don't know, but I'm sure that the National Party will do what is needful.
Right.
I listen to wetin this man talk. The only thing where I pick, or the only thing where just they come from my head now, in this life, don't be proud, be humble, no matter the position that you are, because you don't know when you will come down. Like, they use this guy do 3 votes. You know what it be 3 votes? That time when they marry Regina, and I saw people fool, they respect him, but now he don't lose in respect. A man that maltreated his wife, a man that treated his wife as trash, doesn't deserve the respect of people. That is how the mindset of Nigerian acts are. You get? So, not the neglect person, not the maltreat person because you didn't into politics. One day that politics, you go they trust politics will turn against you tomorrow. Who they put their mind for politics? Respect people, be humble as a man, even as a woman. Be humble, no matter this position that you are. Treat your wife right. All these things now when they do, they call Regina names. This one now, you are seeing the value of Regina Daniels. Not be Regina Daniels, they hot now. No be her host carnival now. They dash am card, dash am. No be her they hot. Now, if you say you go fit come cry, make Regina come back. Regina we don't move on. No be her don't move on already. Now you they cry, you now how they move on. So guys, what do you think on the comment section? Drop your thoughts on the comment section. I want to know your thoughts because your thoughts is very important for me. Don't forget to subscribe to Shaniki News, where just the hot and truth is being revealed. I love you guys and see you in my next video.